Boujee babes? Welcome to episode 1 of Boujee Banter. My new sit down and talk podcast is going to be geared towards girl talk, life advice, and relatable topics. In today's episode, I'm going to be discussing healing while black. I chose this topic mainly because I'm currently still in my healing era. I want to discuss some things that I've learned, maybe some things that could help you. I feel like I woke up mentally, which eventually has now led me into waking up spiritually when I first met my boyfriend in 2021. Now, the reason why I say that is because he was super open to trying new things and just living life to the absolute fullest. Like, this guy would jump off of little cliffs into rivers and shit like that, and I just grew up my whole life being very timid and scared of things like that, mainly because I grew up in a household that we did not do things like that. And to have my boyfriend be the complete opposite of me, it definitely opened my eyes to a whole different world. And it made me really consider the fact that I really wasn't living as much as I thought I was. To me, around that time when I was only 20, my version of living life to the fullest was going out, getting a little tipsy, and having a good time. But he really opened my mind up to nature and just connecting with yourself and being confident with yourself and knowing yourself. And that's something I still envy from him till this day, because he knows himself, okay? After I met him, I feel like that kind of started the beginning of me viewing life in a whole different way. But 2 years later, I found myself really just trying to dive deep into myself. Something I was really inspired to do because of social media and TikTok. I saw a lot of these healing girlies that were journaling. So I went to Target and found the prettiest journal I could find. Here she is right here. So cute. And I actually have a tattoo, a line art tattoo that's similar to the ones on here. That's why I chose it. Journaling really helped me out a lot because it made me see just how much I criticize myself. It just showed me my mental state of mind and the things that I need to fix and the things that I need to work towards fixing. It also showed me how much progress I was making. And a lot of times I would really gain a lot of clarity, and I feel like I could really slow down my thinking and pick at what I'm stressing over. Is it worth stressing over? When I would journal, I feel like I got to see a lot of the trauma that I never let go of over the years. And just speaking towards my black women, doesn't matter what shade you are, I feel like we hold on to a lot of the things that hurt us, that bring us pain, because we don't want to complain, or we want to be strong. One thing I noticed within my writing is that I'm very self-conscious. I noticed how self-conscious I am or was with my hair, with my skin, with my body, with everything, honestly. And something that I personally had to heal from was not giving a fuck. And I really had to accept that at the end of the day, all I have is truly myself, because I would fixate so much on my 4C hair, my acne, the pudge I can't get rid of, and things like that I'm literally missing out on the moments that I could be making. I remember talking to my friend about this topic and telling her that I want to discuss it, and she even asked me well, what do you mean healing while black? Isn't healing just healing? And I feel like it's very, very different depending on who you are as a person, and especially your ethnicity, your race, all of those things, because you have different experiences in life. And for me, it took me getting to this age to realize how much the shit from my past is controlling my current situation in the present. For example, like I said, I started journaling when it was summer, right? During summertime, what do you want to do? Swim. I could go swimming, but what really bothered me was that I wanted to dive in the water, but I never could, because either my natural hair is out and I didn't want to shrink and be embarrassed by how short it is, or I had a protective style and I didn't want to get that wet, because then how am I going to wash it properly? I could wash my scalp, but what about my ends? These are just things as black women that we, especially if you got a weave, you don't want to get your hair wet. But at the same time, me being who I am, I want to go under the water. Everyone else is going under the water. Why can't I? Well, it took me questioning myself. Why can't I? No one's holding me back. No one's telling me I can't do it. One thing that I did this past summer that really felt so incredible is I took my protective hairstyle out when it was time, And the first thing I did before I washed it is I went to my swimming pool and I dove in. And it was liberating. I don't think I've ever swam with my natural hair out since I was a little girl. That's how long ago it's been. And even then, I couldn't even get my hair wet because I had it permed or relaxed and my mom told me I couldn't. But in that moment, it made me really understand how much I've been holding myself back due to past inconveniences and other people projecting their own judgment of themselves on me when I was a child. Simply getting in water, swimming, and getting your hair wet to anybody else can sound like a very minuscule situation, and it really doesn't matter. But to a black girl, especially a black girl, it means a lot. Because when I took my head out of that water and I could feel my hair coiling, immediately I kind of had anxiety. So I decided in that moment just to take a leap of faith and to stop judging myself and just let it be. And what do you know? No one said anything. Everyone was having a normal pool day. It was not the end of the fucking world. I just walked away that day feeling so brave, feeling like I accomplished something. And in my heart, I really did. Because that's years and years and years of just swimming in water and like only letting it get this far because you're just terrified for whatever reason. Young black women out there, especially if you're my skin tone, this is probably the biggest piece of advice that I want to give young black girls is to consider yourself above all. And the reason why I say that is because for so long, I feel like I was put in this box. And because I was a very kind-hearted, quiet, literate person, people would take advantage of me a lot. And I'm not just talking friends, I'm talking boys. And this is the reason why I wanted to make this video, honestly. Be safe and make sure whoever you are choosing to spend your time with, whoever you are giving your love to, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is, that you know who they are. Because I made the mistake by giving myself, my essence away to people that were straight up using me to see what it would be like to be with a black girl. That is huge. It's like disgusting, honestly. And it's something I'm still trying to work through. In the long run, it took me dating my now boyfriend to realize how fucked up it made me, because this man is so loving and he truly loves me for who I am. Also, it's a plus that I happen to be chocolate. He loves that too. Especially in the beginning when we first started dating, I would ask myself, is he with me? Does he want to be with me because he's attracted to me? Or is he with me just because I'm a black woman and he just wants to see how it feels? So healing while black is looking at all of that, saying I see you, accepting it no matter how hard it is, and really just trying to take every single day to allow yourself to just be. It's important and it's imperative that you take the time to learn yourself, learn your desires, your wants, your needs, and to not be ashamed of voicing those things. Healing is accepting yourself. It's loving yourself. It's appreciating yourself. That way you can outwardly give those things to other people without over pouring into their cup and leaving yourself with nothing, if you catch my drift. I definitely suggest journaling and meditating and taking time. Be in nature. Embrace the sunshine. Get out of the house. Get off of your phone. Read a damn book. I'm talking to myself. These things really do help at the end of the day because it really takes you out of in here and the chaotic mess that you make and into the moment that you're in. And then you can step aside and look at the problems or the past situations that you've dealt with and to analyze them with a better mindset. Instead of the mindset as though you're still in that situation, you can look at it as someone who's overcame it. Seriously though. That's the end of this video, healing while black. If you guys want a part 2, if you guys want me to dive a little bit deeper into the topic, or if you have any questions, please comment down below. I would love to do a part 2. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Till next time.